Houston Metro rocked by severe storms that left for dead and over 1 million without power. A storm system spawned severe thunderstorms in Houston Thursday, causing at least 4 fatalities and leaving more than 1 million customers without power across southeastern Texas. Houston, a line of severe thunderstorms swept through southeastern Texas and Louisiana on Thursday, blasting the Houston area with ferocious winds that left at least 4 dead and more than 1 million power customers without electricity. Winds reported as high as 78 miles per hour toppled trees, blew out windows of high-rise buildings and caused transmission towers holding power lines to crumble. The Harris County Sheriff's Office and National Weather Service encouraged everyone to stay off the roads. Widespread debris, glass and electrical lines are in the streets, the NWS warned. Powerage US reported that more than 800,000 people in the Houston metro area lost power, but with nearby counties also dealing with outages, the state's tally climbed to well over 1 million customers at the storm's peak. The line of storms eventually raced east into Louisiana, pummeling New Orleans with gusts of 84 miles per hour and leaving over 200,000 in Louisiana without power. Houston Mayor John Whitmire said at least 4 people were killed by the storm, and state resources were being requested to help with the recovery. At least 2 were killed by falling trees, and a third was killed by a falling crane. Officials said, "We had a storm with 100 miles per hour winds, the equivalent of Hurricane Ike. There's considerable damage downtown," Whitmire said during a press conference Thursday night. "We had firefighters taking live wires off Interstate 290 that was blocking thoroughfares." Whitmire warned that most of the traffic lights across the city were down, and they will be down for considerable hours. Metro Houston reported several disruptions to its Metro rail lines, with debris covering tracks in several locations. Bus shuttles were providing emergency service, but officials warned that bus routes were encountering significant delays and detours due to damage around the city. Rain and debris poured into the lobby. The local National Weather Service office issued several tornado warnings for the Houston Metro on Thursday evening, but by the time the storms cleared, strong winds were believed to have caused most of the damage. The roof of the Hyatt Regency downtown blew out, a customer at the hotel told Fox Weather. Rain and debris poured down to the lobby. He said staff were doing their best to keep people safe and away from the debris. Windows appeared to be blown out in other downtown buildings, including around the Wells Fargo Plaza. The broken glass and debris forced city leaders to implore non-essential downtown workers to stay home on Friday and ask business owners to be flexible with employee absences. In nearby Minute Maid Park, wind and water were seen blowing into the building, but the severe weather did not appear to affect the play of the Astros baseball game. "It is all hands on deck tonight. Downtown is a mess, so stay at home tonight and tomorrow," Whitmire said. Local residents described the storm's impacts as hurricane-like despite the severe weather lasting less than an hour. Due to the severe weather, ground stops were also issued at Bush Intercontinental Airport and Houston William P. Hobby Airport. At the peak of the storm, gusts at both airports reached 62 miles per hour. A gust of 71 miles per hour was clocked in College Station, while Cypress hit a gust of 65 miles per hour. A wind gauge along the water in the Highlands area near I-10 reported a gust of 78 miles per hour. The Houston School District closed all public schools Friday and said they would reopen Monday. The dangerous thunderstorms were expected to transition into a flood threat during the overnight hours, as already saturated grounds were expected to receive an additional 2 to 5 inches of rainfall. "Everyone's coming together, that's what we do best in Houston," Whitmire said. "Let's get through this challenge." 84 miles per hour wind rakes New Orleans as storms sweep Gulf Coast. The line of severe thunderstorms continued their march across the Gulf Coast Thursday night into early Friday morning, leaving a trail of wind damage and power outages there in their wake. Tens of thousands lost power in New Orleans, part of 200,000 power outages in Louisiana during the peak of the storm. New Orleans International Airport recorded 2 gusts of 84 miles per hour and another gust of 76 miles per hour, as New Orleans Lakefront Airport recorded a gust of 82 miles per hour. Accompanying heavy rains left some streets and underpasses flooded around the New Orleans area. More damaging wind gusts hugged the Gulf Coast as the thunderstorms moved east. Wind gauges around Port St. Joe in the Florida Panhandle clocked gusts of 71, 74, and 87 miles per hour Friday morning, according to National Weather Service storm reports.